Throughout my journey of self-improvement and religious path, as I try to become the most just man that I can be, I can't help but see in other people the things that once bothered me about myself. And there's been something terrible that I keep seeing recently, not only online but in person. And I've been thinking about it deeply, and I believe this to be one of the worst qualities of a man. Before I give a name to it, I'm going to put the idea of this qualities, not really befitting as a definition. I'm going to use a sentence that the type of man that would commit these actions or have these values wouldn't say, but that they hold the idea of this sentence essentially. They let me benefit from them. Don't blame me if they weren't careful. The type of man that would have these words said in a different manner, or that would hold these kind of values towards himself and the standard of the world, would be the same type of man that would seek to take advantage of a transaction, right? A business transaction. That would try to seek more profit over his partner, right? That they are doing business with, instead of trying to both win. This is the type of man that would charm a girl just to sleep with her and then leave her in the dirt right after. This is a mediocre type of man that lacks accountability. And truth be told, I wish these people would receive a bigger punishment than they usually get, because as they try to obtain more from others and make others lose, then of course they can easily, as long as they are not too far down on the scale of mediocreness in other regards, they can benefit from people that are weaker than them. They can sway them with their words like they may do to women. And I hate this type of man. I found them to be cowards, and they are. They wouldn't ever go after somebody like intelligent or mischievous as them and try to pull that shit off, let alone like physically. This type of man would use the power that they either earned or worked hard for in order to intimidate the weaker. And it's a real shame, because power wasn't granted to you so that you could use it to be a tyrant over others, but to give those that are maybe not so powerful as you a chance, to help those that are noble in their intentions but just lacking in their, because of their environment or whatever, to manifest, right? Manifest the talent in them, bloom others. This is why you're in a position of power. But no, this man will never settle for a bigger stage, and they will just become king of the hill in whatever area that they are in. They will hurt other people around them, and they won't feel good about it either. They know that they are doing something wrong. They would lie to themselves, and they will, reap the benefits, kind of. The pleasure of deceiving a girl and then having sex with them. The pleasure of earning more money than your partner, because, like your business partner, because you scammed them or whatever. But they will never reach the biggest stage of connecting in a true place of heart with the world. Of doing something with their gift of power and changing the world, or changing a small part of the world, which, in effect dominoes into everything. If you give a bit of love in an interaction today as you walk outside, you will be increasing the love in the world, thus making a change. No matter how insignificant, all of our actions impact the whole. The whole is also part of us. By behaving in this way, we are only tormenting ourselves at the end of the day. But I do bear a bit of almost hatred. I don't like to hate anything, Don't hate, educate. But for these people that lack such accountability, and that they are maybe more powerful than other people, but that they say, don't blame me, if they were the ones that made a mistake, I benefited from it. Anyway, it's a bit of a rant. How can we turn these men into better people? How can we say to them, don't you realize that the hurt, the torment that you're causing upon others is only really staying with you? Don't you understand that we are a community, and serving the common good is serving yourself? Don't you realize that you are not fulfilled in being the person that you are? Don't you realize that all this is meaningless if, when you achieve whatever financial goal or whatever that you are going for, you have no one to celebrate it with? As social creatures, what else are you doing this than for love? And if in your actions or your ways of getting there, there is no love involved, I don't know. I think the process is important. I don't think it's any means possible, any means necessary to get to your goal. I think the journey matters a lot. If I was a religious man and I built a few shrines and places of worship so that my Lord would be pleased with me, if I did this by exploiting and enslaving others, do I expect to face my Creator and say, did I do a good job? No. The means of getting there is important. Maybe if you know somebody that is this kind of man, you can have this conversation with them saying, you're being a coward. But of course, do things with more rapport, do things more diplomatically. A person like that is not going to, or anyone in general, won't listen to anything if you present it to them as if they were making an error and a mistake, even if they are. You need to ease into it and make them find out on their own. Share the love, share the positivity, change people around you, change the world. Strive to be 1% better every day, and much love. Shit, that kind of rhymed. Quick reminder to fix your posture and take deep breaths into your diaphragm from your nose.